Hey guys, I had some people over the weekend having a hard problem with week 5 and 6. What you're going to do is when you get to my course, go to your weekly lessons. Okay, and what you're going to download is this file right here. This file is the full layered Photoshop file of this. So it kind of shows you what you do. So when you download both these, it's going to take a little while. What you're going to get is this file. So when you download this Photoshop watercolor tutorial, you're going to see a bunch of files. One of the things you're going to see is the finished source file, which would be this one. If you want to download it, that's fine. Might help you out. But you're going to see a folder here and an HTML file. This is your tutorial. You double click that, and what's going to do is it's going to open up the tutorial itself. So you're going to find an image of yourself, okay, and you can use the brush or the pencil tool, and you can start outlining yourself. Just the major features like your hair, clothing, that kind of stuff, and it's going to pretty much make a sketch, okay, and from that sketch, okay, then you're going to use some different tools. You're going to use the pen tool, start outlining and making some more broader strokes. And then you're going to fill those strokes with different colors. So right here, all you see is them using the pen tool to make this nice wavy hair and the wavy hair there. So just kind of go through each one of the steps. It doesn't have to look exactly like the tutorial, but just kind of get close to it. Basically what we're doing with this one is we're playing and we're using the pen tool and we're lowering some opacity so we can see some of the lines that come through once you draw your shapes and you fill them with color and you stroke them with white, and it just guides you through the process. And these are some of the resources, okay? So if you click on this will bring up a website with floral brushes, and you can just download those if you want. These cost a little bit, but you can find your own floral brushes if you just do a Google search for floral brushes for Photoshop. They're easy to find, okay? So I just want to make that clear that this one right here is the full-size file, and this is the tutorial. Once you open this, you're going to see all of this. So in a sense, all you'd really have to do is open up this zipped file, go to this link here, okay, double click it, and it opens up the tutorial. If you double click this one, it'll launch Photoshop, which is going to do right now, and show you the whole complete file. I suggest doing this so you can look through all the different layers and kind of break it down to see what they did. And this also, let me show you real quick. The next project you're going to do is how to create a cool concept-based movie poster. It's the same thing. So if I come back over here and we're going to week 7, you just download this, which is going to download this file, this is a zipped file, and you double click it, okay, and it's going to have the same thing. It's going to have the source file, which is the layered file, and it's going to have this HTML file. That's the website. Okay, so you have to download the whole thing. Okay, and there's all the images. It's a pretty big file. See, it's still trying to open it. But if I double click this one, it's also going to open up a very similar tutorial. Like on the other one, you know, just go through it. If you want to make something different, that's fine, as long as you're using the techniques that they use in the tutorial. So let's open up Photoshop, see if it's opened yet. It is, but it's on my other screen. Let me drag that over. There we go. So there's their finished project. And I do suggest you kind of look over it to kind of see how they got to where they were. If you start hiding everything, you can kind of see how they got there. Start off with original image here. Okay, and they just lowered the opacity. And so there's the original image, and then that's when they start changing different stuff to like overlay and change the opacity on it. And then they start, here's some different textures, and you can start bringing them up. Some sketches. But it's also good to, when you look at each one of these, you can see that that's changed to multiply. Okay, and these are all the shapes. So this is a very long, complex file, but it is advanced Photoshop. So, you know, you're gonna have to spend a little time. For those of you guys that weren't able to get it done because you didn't understand how to open the files, I can give you until Friday to get it turned in. If you have any other questions, go ahead and send me an email. Also, on weekends, I usually don't check my email. I do work 40 hours a week here at the school as an administrator, so kind of like on weekends, that's time for me and my family. So that's why I don't answer them. It's best to look at this stuff earlier in the week and not wait until the weekend to try to get it done. Or if you have any questions, try to get it to me before Friday. Thanks.